Can you read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Savannah Gruber claims she quit college because the defendant reposted an image she shared online that says he made her out to be a racist. Alexander Thomas says Ms. Gruber's post was offensive, but when confronted, she said it was funny.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I see I've got Savannah Gruber here as my plaintiff and Alexander Thomas as my defendant. Ms. Gruber, you are suing the defendant for $10,000. You claim defamation. What brings you to court today? And I see you have a witness with you. Who is this, ma'am?
This is my father.
This is your father. Okay. What brings you into court today?
Well, I was formerly a student at Flans University, and I had to drop out of school. What happened it was the beginning of the school year, and I was going around different dorms, my freshman dorm, and I found some funny decorations on someone's dorm door that said it had like condoms and like money and a pregnancy test, and I thought it was like really peculiar and funny, and I took a picture of it and I put a filter on it. You know, filter you can put like different things
like
on
words,
like different words and things, and
yes.
I really didn't pay any attention to the filter. I just was like 1, 2, 3 and then posted it. And then I got a notification that Alex had screenshotted it. And,
the defendant, yes.
Yes, and then he asked me something about it, like, what do you think about this? And I said, oh, I thought it was funny. So I posted it, and then he didn't respond, and I didn't think about anything else after that. And then like a week later, I'm getting death threats.
Death threats?
Death threats.
Firecracker, this is where the gravity hits. The dorm door is spray painted with the word racist, a scarlet letter in today's social climate. And the DMs? Threats of violence. This isn't your average campus controversy. This is a full-blown reputational implosion. But here's the real question. Who's responsible for the chain reaction? Savannah, for the careless post? Or Alexander, for distributing it with context? The legal and moral stakes just got very real.
And people painting the word, I have the evidence, painting the word racist on my dorm door.
Racist on your door?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I think I need to kind of see what we're talking about here, ma'am. Go ahead and give your evidence folder to my bailiff. And let me take a look here. Sounds quite disturbing, young lady. Okay, I do see where the door has got the spray painted word racist on it. I'm seeing all kinds of messages you're getting. You racist person, I'm gonna beat you up. You think you can get away with this? Oh my goodness. I fight racists like you, you're going down. It's not good. So I'm trying to see what was all of this in response to, ma'am. Sir,
I have
maybe
the
you can
evidence
help
right
me.
here of what she posted.
Okay, grab that if you will, Elijah. And Mr. Thomas, how do you two know each other?
We just met at orientation before the school year started, and we added each other on social media, and that's how I
so
was
y'all
able to see the
just
story.
met. You're just two freshmen starting college at the same time.
Yes, I can't even say we're friends.
And so you ended up seeing something she posted on social media, because y'all follow each other,
Yes, Your Honor.
and it was disturbing to you.
It was offensive and egregious.
Hold on. So I just want the court to see what I'm seeing. It says, being black in America is, and it's got images that are very negative. Do you care to share what's on here?
Yes, I understand that is a misrepresentation of what being black in America.
I mean, you got narcotics.
Yeah, and
you got dollar bills rolled up indicating paraphernalia for drug use, teen
Disturbing.
pregnancy, and this is
A bigoted outlook.
Well, it's just it reinforces a very negative and dangerous stereotype about an entire culture of Americans, ma'am.
I did not even look at the filter.
So you just thought the images were funny.
The images themselves, I didn't even know the filter
Well,
existed.
what context did you put on it? When you just see these images, ma'am, cocaine, a packet of cocaine, clearly drugs, these condoms, what was funny about it to you?
Just that was on a college student's dorm door. Like, that's kind of funny decorations to me.
Anybody else think it's funny?
I think they meant it as a joke, the students who put that on their door.
I don't take it as a joke.
Okay, yeah, let's bring you in here, Mr. Thomas. So I see that you reached out on the app to connect with Ms. Gruber here, and I guess find this out. So you say, hey, I saw this on someone's story and thought it was wild, but I'm waiting to see if I was tripping.
That was me posting it into the Black group me.
Okay, so did you engage her about it?
Yes, before I even sent it in the Black group chat.
Okay, so
the
you
Black
asked her
student
why
group
she
chat.
posted this?
Yes, I clearly asked her. I sent her a screenshot so she knew exactly what I was talking about. And she had said she thought it was funny and thought nothing of it.
Okay.
And I did not take that response, and I did not reply to it, and that's when I sent it to the group chat asking for advice on the situation.
Speech balloon. This is where digital culture meets courtroom consequences.
And what did they advise you, sir?
They didn't answer for like the first 3 hours, so I didn't think nothing of it till the group chat started blowing up, and they were very, very pissed off at that.
So it was members of the group chat that
Yes.
were reaching out to her with these DMs, alleging her to be a racist and all of that.
I'm not sure exactly who did it. I just know people were very pissed off.
But
and
you do
then-
know it spread at that point.
Yes, I do know that it spread.
Wow, this is a heck of a start to anybody's college career.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
That you're gonna spread this horrible narrative that you think this is funny and that you thought it was even funnier to put that this is Black America.
I
the
didn't think it was
representation of
funny
it.
to put that filter
You
on.
said you thought it was
The
funny.
door
I
was
sent
funny.
it to you.
The door was
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Savannah Gruber, who brought Alexander Thomas to court for defamation.
What did you think when you saw?
Obviously, I was so deeply offended that my first year, this is what I'm going to see, that you're going to spread this horrible narrative that you think this is funny and that you thought it was even funnier to put that this is Black America.
I
the
didn't think it was
representation of
funny to put that filter on.
You said you thought it was funny.
The door
I
was
sent
funny.
it to you.
The door was funny.
I sent
Miss Gruber, are you asking the court to believe that you thought the images with no context were funny or a joke, and then you picked a filter with no knowledge of what it said?
I was rushing on my way out of the dorm. It was my first days of classes, and I was like, post.
Okay, let's just say, for the sake of your argument here, that you had no awareness of the filter and you just arbitrarily picked something. Then you would be making an argument to me in this court that you shouldn't be held responsible for the horrible negative impact, not just on Mr. Thomas, and not just, by the way, on Black people, but on your entire campus community and anybody of any race and identity that is exposed to such horrific graphic imagery, right? And you're saying that you shouldn't be held accountable for that damage and impact because you didn't intend any harm by it. And let me tell you why that is a failing argument. Right now, if I came off this bench and I stepped on your toe.
Fire. This might be one of the most powerful metaphors ever dropped in a courtroom. Judge Eboni delivers a live demonstration with her stiletto heels. Accidentally stepping on someone doesn't erase the pain. This is Impact Over Intent 101. If you run someone over, saying, "I didn't see them," won't bring them back. In law and in life, your actions matter. Period.
In fact, let's just demonstrate it. I want you to come from around the podium. I want you to stand right in front of the podium, ma'am. It's okay. And I want you to imagine that you didn't have any shoes on, right? I'm wearing some very nice heels here, very high heels. If the court can see, these are about 5-inch stiletto heels, very spiky, almost a stiletto point. And if you had no shoes on, ma'am, and I came down right in the middle of your big toe and your second toe, you know where that skin's real thin, and I accidentally put my stiletto heel in that tender part of your foot, would it hurt?
Yes.
when it hurt bad.
Yes.
But I didn't mean to do that. I was simply trying to just, in a hurry and haste, walk to where I was going. Does that make your foot stop hurting?
No.
You understand my point?
Yes, I do.
That intention and impact are different. And intention, no matter how good it may be, cannot undermine the impact. You can go back under the podium. So, Ms. Gruber, I hope you understand the point I was trying to demonstrate there.
Yes, I do. And I don't believe that I am free from any consequences. I believe I should have consequences.
What do you think those
However,
consequences should be, young lady?
An apology, maybe some schooling of some kind. However, at the time, I did not even think to look at the picture. After the fact, when I realized what filter I had put on there in association with the items that were on the door, I was immediately revolted. And
By yourself?
You didn't seem like it when I messaged you. You said you still thought it was funny.
Hold on. Does anybody have where those messages are?
I do not.
You do not? Okay, so I'll have to just take your word
I didn't
for
realize what I did wrong until I started receiving death threats.
Okay.
Why does it take that?
I didn't even know what I had posted, is what I'm trying to tell.
I sent you what you posted. I sent you a valid screenshot and referred to it, and you said you still thought it was funny and thought nothing of it.
Mr. Thomas, let me ask you a question. Mr. Thomas. Obviously, I can tell you have big feelings. You're very upset. I understand where you're coming from. But now this has been done.
Brain Legal Masterclass Alert. Judge Eboni just dropped the entire foundation of the case in one surgical strike. Defamation requires a false statement. But if Savannah admits she posted the image and filter, what lie did Alexander tell? It's like suing someone for quoting your own tweet. This is why
We just talked about, and I demonstrated to the court and to both litigants, how once the impact is executed, you can't really take it back. So what remedy would you like to see? What would you have Ms. Gruber do at this point?
She would definitely need to make a deep change to her character, and I think it's very odd that she was damaging the black community and their outlook and their image, but she's suing me. You're suing me for damages and defamation with her defaming of the other. It doesn't matter.
Ms.
Like
Gruber,
she said, your impact.
Ms. Gruber, you are the one here suing the defendant, which this court does need an answer to. Why in the world is what he posted about you defamation when you just admitted that you did take the photos of the image, you did post them to your account? How is that a defamation claim, which legal standard is it would have to essentially be a lie or something untruthful about you, when you've admitted to the court that it was indeed you that took the photo of the image, you posted it on your social media platform, you added the filter to it, and then it was distributed. So what exactly did he lie about? How has he misrepresented anything that you've done?
I was not aware of the filter that I had posted.
You were.
And so now I have a reputation for being racist when I know I'm not.
Okay, Ms. Gruber, I want to be honest with you. I'm not necessarily sitting here saying that you are a racist in any way. What I am saying, though, is the actions, the actual things that you did. We just went through them. The taking the photo of what you thought was funny, putting that on social media, adding a filter. I'm going to take you at your word that you didn't look at the filter. You didn't read the filter. You didn't comprehend the figure. It's a bit far-fetched, but I'm actually going to give you that grace. You do understand that the impact is still there.
Yes, I do understand. And I had a lot of friends there. I had a lot of good relationships with my teachers. It's kind of an expensive school. I mean, we're not rich or anything.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
During high school, she even dated a black man.
Sir, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you. And I knew I should have stopped you before I let you go on.
Next time on Equal Justice with Judge Eboni.
She's never done anything that's ever indicated any kind of racism. During high school, she even dated a black man.
Sir, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you. And I knew I should have stopped you before I let you go on. So number one, the she dated a black boy defense doesn't work. Okay, that means nothing. There are whole black people that can hold anti-black attitudes and practices.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a case of Savannah Gruber, who brought Alexander Thomas to court for defamation.
Your father's here. Sir, come up, please, and stand beside your daughter. What do you have to say about all of this?
Good afternoon. I would just like to say this has devastated our family. My wife cannot sleep at night We've had all kinds of racist things posted about us.
Broken Heart, the dad's testimony, is emotional. He talks about threats to their family business, sleepless nights, and being branded a household of racists. But when pressed, his statements on race are, let's just say, surface level. And then comes that
Put online.
Well,
We've had-
racist things posted about you or posts that allege your daughter is a racist? Because that's different.
Both. We've been called racist that raised a racist, and we've been told someone will come and burn down our grocery store. On top of that,
Y'all have a family grocery store, that's the
Yes.
family business?
yes, we've had it for
Okay.
years.
Let me ask you this, sir. What were conversations in your household like as you were raising your daughter around the topic of race?
We have always had, a great.
No, I don't know. No,
Okay.
no, I don't know at all. That's why I'm asking.
We've raised her to treat everyone equal, that there's no difference between a person because of their skin color, their race, their ethnicity, anything like that.
But you do
She's-
know that's not true, right, sir? You do know that there is significant difference in lived experiences, in perspective, in understanding, and in perception of many people based off of a variety of different identifiers, race being one of them, gender being another, sexual orientation being another, ableism being another. I mean, we have a long list, sir, of the differences that we all possess that I think in many ways enhance us, but that certainly cause differences.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
She's never done anything that's ever indicated any kind of racism. During high school, she even dated a black man.
Sir, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you. And I knew I should have stopped you before I let you go on.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with the case of Savannah Gruber, who brought Alexander Thomas to court for defamation.
So, sir, perhaps part of the reason, right, that your daughter's appearing in my courtroom today with what seems to be a complete lack of awareness or deep understanding of the severity of her actions, although by her standard inadvertent and certainly not malicious in intent, but deeply impactful, not just to Mr. Thomas, but broadly, is because it sounds like there was a lack of substantive, culturally competent conversations that went on during her upbringing and her coming into adulthood.
Oh, I don't believe that's true. She's never done anything that's ever indicated any kind of racism. During high school, she even dated a black man.
Sir, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you. And I knew I should have stopped you before I let you go on. So number one, the she dated a black boy defense doesn't work. Okay, that means nothing. There are whole black people that can hold anti-black attitudes and practices. So proximity to or identity with is not a defense for these behaviors, okay? Secondly, the fact that she is not racist is not what we're litigating in this courtroom today, sir, and that's not even what I was speaking to. If you recall just a moment ago, I said, I don't have any evidence or reason to believe that your daughter is racist. We're talking about, see, this is the problem, I think, with so much of the failure for our country to get better on the issue of race, is we speak in these binaries, where someone's racist and they hate black people or they hate Jewish people or they hate Muslims or whatever it is, they hate gay people, or there's no issue. And there's no conversation about all this space in the middle where we have opportunity to learn better of each other, the cultural aspects, the different variances of experiences, and actually be in culturally competent relation with each other.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Raised fist. This is Judge Eboni at her finest. Educator, enforcer, and truth teller. She urges Savannah to truly learn, to understand that impact matters, and to carry this as a life lesson. The courtroom isn't just about rulings. It's about growth. And if Savannah walks out a more thoughtful human being, maybe this trial did more than decide a case. It started a transformation.
Do you still use social media?
Not recently.
Do you plan to re-engage with social media at some point?
In my life, yeah, probably.
And what do you imagine you might do differently?
I wouldn't just, when I'm rushing to class, just post something willy-nilly.
I think that's a good lesson for you, ma'am. And, you know, your father, I'm sure he did the best that he knew how, but I would encourage you to take this opportunity, young lady, to really try to educate yourself broadly on what other people's experiences are. In the same way that I have to imagine you would think that people in your own community would care about what your experiences are, right? Because once we put an image out, whether we meant to or not, it can last forever. As you see, the consequences cannot be contained, and we have to live with those. And we have to do what we have to do to be accountable. So this court rules in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed in its entirety, and that is my ruling.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant, the plaintiff's case.
Direct Hit. This case wasn't just about two freshmen and a filter. It was a microcosm of race, reputation, and responsibility in modern America. Savannah learned that ignorance isn't innocence. And Alexander. He became a reluctant witness to the power of collective outrage. Judge Eboni gave us clarity, fairness, and a masterclass in cultural accountability. Backhand index pointing right. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. This is the channel where the drama meets the truth, and the truth always wins.